Hi, what's up? Just here in responding to the case that involves Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. Yeah, I think that if you're being honest, I'm just going to go straight to the point. I think this case was fair, and Carmelo Anthony really deserved to be in there, to be locked in. For how long? I think people are still disputing. Some are saying that 5 years is short, justifiably, yes. But the what I'm finding is fun is that most black people are having a hard time, especially in America. They are having a hard time in accepting that Carmelo did something wrong. Like, oh my God, it was self defense. Yeah, self defense, and they told him to leave the tent around 15 times. I'm presuming. So yeah, that's not like self defense. That's yeah, he really deserved what he really like what am I trying to say? He harvested what he sowed in a way. So yeah. And also people are giving like the medical family, you know, some flags. I don't know, they're super racist. I don't know where people are getting that from. And they have been very, very, especially the father. I've watched some videos of the father. The one that he did, I don't last year, he said that he had forgiven Anthony and was ready to move forward and to extend an olive branch to Carmelo's family. But the Carmelo's family, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, but they chimped, you chimping, you know. Yeah, they chimped and they started, making him look like the the wrong guy here. Like he's not the victim. Like his family just didn't go through all that. Yeah, so this is a problem that overextends even to the you know the general outlook of how blacks are. They are not all. I'm not making a monolithic discussion. I'm making a generality that they are very, very biased. They when it doesn't favor them, they'll be biased. When a certain case favors them, now they want the equality. So make it make sense. Why would then, say, let's say the white people give you a seat at the high table if you cannot be objective when it counts? I even read somewhere, I think this is confirmed, that part of the jury who are black couldn't even be, impartial. They were asked and they said that, oh no, I cannot send a black brother in jail. Yeah, that's so, bro, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. And yeah, this is like a huge problem. And I think it's an eye opener for other people of how most blacks are. They are unwilling to be objective when it counts. They just want the benefits, but discredit where they see like there's a certain risk. And I even looked at the parents, and they were not Anthony Camelo's parents. They are not even like affected by this. They just look like so comfortable. Like there's something shady about them. I don't know, but I think there's something really shady about them. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that's like the general outlook of the black people in general. They hate being criticized. I don't know. They don't want to be criticized. It's like, yo, you can you can, I don't know. Let's say I don't want to say the name, but you know what this represents. The type of people that this represents. They always get criticized. White people, but when it comes to blacks, somehow, some way that laws or rules don't apply to them. And even one description is where I've always had this problem. Like when um a guy says, or a white dude says, like, nigger, they kind of chimp. The black people chimp. Like, if you want equality, then the 14th Amendment, I think, in the US Constitution allows equal treatment, and that is part and parcel of equal treatment, even usage of words. So I don't know how they expect that somehow, some way, that those laws or the equality laws won't apply to them. But if the white people did that, you hear a lot of flag. Oh my God, this is so unfair. This guy is so racist. All that, that noise. We don't that we always hear. Yeah, and we are even they kind of give us a bad outlook. Even here, down here, when you're in the savannah in Africa hunting, yeah, hunting, and you're running around with lions. Yeah, I'm just thinking if I can come to a thought process that um, um, those words literally have no meaning, then why isn't a first world black person this sharp? I don't get. Are they sharp, but they still they don't want to be equal. They just want to be superior. Yeah, so that's what I've been wondering. And yeah, will on this, I'm not even I don't think I'm a pro black. I'm just neutral. I want to hear the case, listen fairly, and then make an impartial judgment on it. I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're white. Just be fair, just be reasonable. If you're reasonable, if the blacks were reasonable in this case and said, "Oh boy, Camilo is wrong." Even I watched the Rick Chow case, and Rick Chow got some flack, and he had to spend like 3 years in jail. You see, unfairly. So he was the victim here because he had every right to shoot at, I don't know what's his name, Cyrus, the kid. Yeah, the kid who had a gun, because the story as it was told, that he had a gun, he fell, he reached up for it. Rick Chow, fearing for the death of his kid, I think it's called Andy, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he had to take quick actions because in those situations, most often, the person who's reaching for the gun in that situation will try to defend himself by shooting. So why do you have to take that risk? Oh, maybe he wouldn't have shot. Maybe no, I wouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't. I'll shoot the shit out of him. Yeah. So I think Richard was the victim here, but still, the usuals, blacks, complaining, whining. Ugh, bro, come on. Just be fair. If you want other groups or other sects of people to treat you fairly, start with your fucking self. Just be fucking crybabies, man. You put a very, very bad picture to the fellas here where we are in Africa. You really put a very, very fucking bad picture. It's like, if a first world black person does this, then what about the Africans here? So yeah, I'm in very, very much support of the justice that, or a little bit of justice that the Metcalf family got. Yeah, so yeah, I think it should be more, but what can I say? Yeah, overall, Camilo was wrong, and it's time for black blacks and black Americans in general to have an internal critique. We're very, very stubborn, very, very sticky, very, very monkey-like behaviors. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it, man. I don't care. Yeah, I think we need to have an internal criticism of ourselves. Now it's become too much. This is just too much now, bro. Imagine being hated because you're white. You're born being white, and you have to apologize every day. Oh my God, don't say this. Oh my God, oh bro, give me my fucking reparations, bro. Someone in a certain small town in US had no involvements in the slavery. Maybe even their lineage hadn't, but he or she still gets some flack. That's so fucking unfair, man. Yeah, so blacks on this, we are fucking watching you from Africa. Yeah. And I specifically, yeah, I won't support mediocrity. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. And those fucking, celebrities that are enforcing these behaviors. Yeah, they're kind of, virtue signaling. Oh, this guy, this goofy's done, no, man, bro, shut the fuck up. Even saw some Rick Ross videos saying, calling people goofies for not. Yeah, I don't know, man. I used to grow up and think that these people are, are infinitely smarter than me, better, at everything. I'm just now growing up and realizing that they're just idiots.